Express ferry terminal, about to catch our ferry to Rottnest Island, which is just outside of Perth. This is one of the things that we've been most looking forward to during our time in Perth. So we're so excited. We're gonna do some snorkeling, we're gonna bike around the island, and it's gonna be so much fun.
It's nice to be doing some luxury stuff. Kind of made us sit outside, which is fun.
I love outside. The boat is really bumpy. I didn't realize it was going to be like this. The horizon lock's on the camera and the stabilization, so you can't tell, but it's bumpy. I didn't realize it was going to be like this.
It's fine. It's still a fancy, big, giant ferry. Mom wouldn't appreciate it. But we've done so much worse, like a little speedboat in Koh Phangan. It's nothing.
I'm so nervous. So we finally made it on to Rottnest Island. This island I didn't mention in the intro. This is where you see the Quokkas. They're the ones that will smile in your selfies with you. I'll put a picture on right now if we got one with it. And I'm so excited. We already saw one as we were turning a corner. And now we're walking towards the Basin, which is super, super beautiful. Carson's aunt has a picture in her living room of the Basin, and we're gonna do some snorkeling. It's a little windy and it's a little chilly, but we're so excited to be here. What do you think of Rottnest so far, Carson?
Cute little town, and I like that there's no cars. So we're gonna get our bikes later, but for now, we're just walking. I like it a lot, and I'm getting vague memories of when I was here when I was 8.
Okay, here's a map. We're here. We're gonna go up to the lighthouse, and then we're gonna go over to the Basin. This beach, the sand is super soft and white, as it is with all Australian beaches, but the water in Australia is cold. It's freezing cold, and there's not very many people swimming, which is not a good sign. So we'll test it out. We're now at the Basin, which is the snorkeling spot. It's got shallow water and this really cool rock shelf that makes these sort of little layers. So we're excited to go snorkeling. We're starving though. We're gonna eat the lunch we packed first. Let me just set you up. Okay, so we packed some watermelon, some sandwiches that Carson made for us, 2 apples, and of course some water. So we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna go for a little swim. But I'm sitting on the shelf and I'm gonna jump in, and I think it's super, oh yeah, my feet just touch. Okay, I made a bigger deal than it was. It's not deep at all. Of a miss. I just sat on a rock shelf. It was so fun, and I got to see a big fish and a bunch of small fish, and then Carson went on a big swim and didn't see a single thing.
The water is super duper murky, and it's just filled with broken seaweed, and there's nothing out there. So I swam around the whole beach, which was fun, but not a place to snorkel, but it was a fun little swim. The beach is just, like, it's really nice to walk along the rocks, see all the cool rocks, and it's really pretty and fun with the waves, but it's not for snorkeling, but it's a really nice beach.
The Basin, beautiful. Not good for snorkeling. So now that we're done at the beach, we are headed to pick up our bikes. The plan's working out masterfully because the bikes are half off after 1:30. So we got off the ferry and then it was like a 20-minute really beautiful walk to the Basin, and we got to see the lighthouse. We got to have lunch and we got to hang out on the beach, and we were already going to do all of that stuff. So we didn't need to be paying for the bikes while we just sat on the beach. Now we'll go pick the bikes up and we're going to bike around the entire island, and that's it. See some Quokkas.
I'm very excited for the biking. I love biking, and this is like the perfect place. It's like a beautiful island with only bikes and an awesome trail around the whole thing. So this is what I've been most excited for.
I made it up the hill and Carson didn't. There he is. Had to walk his bike. A little slow.
So up hills. And even when you go downhill, the wind is so strong you're going uphill.
The wind is strong. Like, we started going down the hill and I stopped pedaling, as you do when you're going downhill, and I almost stopped moving. Like, strong. So, very happy that we decided to come on this bike ride. We're having lots of fun. The views are pretty though, as terrible as this bike ride is. Look at that.
All right.
So we're about a third of the way done. We've done more of the island than we have left to go, but there's this little jut out that it says it's 3.7k out and then 3.7k back again, and that's where you can see sea lions. We're not worried about time anymore. It's 3:08 right now. We have to be back at 5:30 to return the bikes, and then our ferry leaves at 6:30. But what we're worried about is the fact that this bike sucks. Like, we're getting pelted by the wind. It's super hard, and like, it's just, neither of us are really having that much fun anymore. But that being said, we're gonna go ahead and do the 3.7 out, 3.7 back. Yep. It says, Google Maps, we routed it. It says it's supposed to be 12 minutes out, 12 minutes back, and then another 30 back to the ferry terminal to return the bikes.
Easy. Easy on time,
an hour total.
It's just, this is a classic Australia experience of, it's so windy that you can't believe it. Like, the wind here is unbelievable. Everywhere we go, the wind is so strong. And everyone keeps saying, oh, it's because it's just like, oh, bad luck. But I don't know, it's been a month. It's been a month of wind, so I believe that this is what Australia's like. So Tessa's not gonna like that I said that, because she keeps saying, oh man, just bad timing. If an entire month and a half of summer is bad timing, then you're bad. Tessa.
Okay, we're still biking. This is one of the hardest bikes I've done. It's so windy, I can't believe it. Carson's walking, it's too much for him. The wind is literally blowing me off because I have one hand on the wheel right now. It's beautiful, but man, this is a hard bike. We're almost back in town. Oh, I did not have fun. And to add insult to injury, there's a bus that drops you at all of these beautiful beaches, and we biked here for no reason. We just returned our bikes. Finally finished with our terrible bike ride. It was so windy. It was like such a balance between it being so very beautiful, but then just the windiest, hardest bike you've ever done. So stupid. So note to anyone else who's coming here, there's a bus that will drop you off everywhere, or get an e-bike. Like or just don't bike around the entirety of the island. Most of the stuff is on the
like the 3 beaches that are close. There's nothing there.
Yeah. It's
just a big desert on the other end.
Yeah. And like all the beaches are relatively close to the city center on either side. So, note to self. Now that we've seen the Quokkas, we're ready to leave Rottnest Island. The Quokkas are really just tiny kangaroos. Like, they look the exact same. They have the same stupid front arms and huge back legs. And it's so fun. What did you think of Rottnest?
I like Rottnest. The bike ride was a mistake. Don't do the giant bike ride. But I thought it was awesome. The beach was very pretty. We liked the beach. The Quokkas are really fun. It was very unique, very cool, and tiring. So, very fun place. Glad we came here. Seeing the Quokkas is especially fun. I'm surprised that they're genuinely just small kangaroos.
I had a lot of fun too, and our hack for coming later in the day to get the cheaper ferries and the cheaper bike rentals totally worked. There's no one here now at 6:30 when we're about to catch our ferry. We got the cheap bike rental and we got the cheap ferry, and it was fun. I
think we definitely had enough time. We're both happy with how much time we had. There was no rush about anything, and we did that super long bike ride and we were still fine. So totally worth it. Happy with our decision.
The only thing I'd change is taking the bus or an e-scooter around.
Or just not doing the giant bike ride. You could do the short one and just stop at 3 really nice beaches and just hang out. I think that's what you're meant to do. We just made a mistake.
Yeah.
So whatever.
It's okay. We're heading home now, and I hope you like watching this video, and make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.